Hello and welcome to Tech Deals Game Performance Review World of Tanks. We're playing World of Tanks today on the $400 Acer Aspire T desktop computer. I've previously reviewed this computer, a full playlist of videos including other game performance videos on this computer in the video description below. This computer comes with an Intel Core i5-6400 CPU, 4 cores, 4 threads, 3.3 gigahertz. It comes with 8 gigabytes of RAM, it's been upgraded to 16, and we have installed an EVGA GeForce GTX 1050 Ti dedicated gaming graphics card. This is a great value for the money. The performance you get for the money this machine costs with the upgrades is an incredible deal. We are playing today at 1080p Full HD resolution, maximum detail, anti-aliasing on, VSync turned off. Fraps was used for the minimum, maximum, and average game performance numbers I will show you at the end of this video, but it was not used to record the video you're watching. Instead, an external HD 60 Pro hardware capture card was used to record the gameplay. No performance was lost because the video was captured on another computer. The numbers in green at the top left corner of the screen are from MSI Afterburner, a free program that you can download that gives you real-time information on what your computer is doing as you're playing. Let me just say up front that this plays perfectly. We are at almost 100 frames per second, playing at 1080p at max detail. Look how smooth and beautiful this is. You don't need to spend any more money than this if you want to play games like World of Tanks. Now we are running the HD client, the high definition client, and this is just absolutely gorgeous. Oh, did we get him? Oh, he hit me. Dang it. Now, our graphics card is fully utilized because we have VSync turned off. You actually will run cooler and use less power if you turn VSync on because you'll lock your frame rate to the refresh rate of your monitor, which is typically 60 frames per second or 60 hertz. But we are using all of our graphics card, which is why we are close to 100 frames per second. The memory line 2, shows the video RAM that is in use, and we are less than 2 gigabytes of VRAM. What this means is that you would get the same performance on either an AMD RX 460 or a GTX 1050, not the Ti, the 2 gigabyte card. Either card would give you the same basic performance as what you're watching here, and you'd save yourself a little bit of money if this is the kind of game you want to play. Our CPU usage is not going over 2 cores. We're at about 50%, which means this game is using 2 of our processing cores, and the CPU is running very cool at currently 42 degrees Celsius. Very nice. RAM usage. This is our main system RAM. We're using 3 gigabytes. Now, I did upgrade this machine to 16 gigabytes. If you want to play World of Tanks, you don't need to. Normally I say upgrade your machine, 16 gigs is better. Well, it is for The Division and Battlefield 1. For World of Tanks, no, it's completely unnecessary. If you plan to play World of Tanks, League of Legends, World of Warships, Dota 2, Overwatch, you don't need to upgrade the RAM. 8 gigs is plenty. It just depends on the games you want to play, but here, 8 gigs the machine comes with is absolutely plenty. And then you can see our real-time frame rate down at the bottom. We're currently at 80, 85, there's 90, 94 frames a second. Spectacular performance. If you have never played World of Tanks before, this is a completely free-to-play game that you can download, link in the video description below. It is a lot of fun. There are over 100 tanks that you can earn and unlock for free by just playing the game. Now sure, there are premium tank options, there are subscription options that will allow you to advance a little faster. But let me be clear, this is not a pay-to-win game, this is a pay-to-progress game. You don't get more power by spending money. What you do is you just simply get more experience and credits faster. Do you want the grind to get credits and experience to be faster or slower? So the money sink in this game is whether or not you want to level up faster, but you still have to earn the level ups regardless of how much money you spend. Now the tank I'm driving here is a lovely premium tank. This is an AMX tank with a gorgeous paint job. I love this heavy tank. This is a cash shop tank. You do have to spend real money to get the tank I'm driving. However, there are free versions of this tank which have pluses and minuses to it. This is not more powerful than the free tanks. It's different than the free tanks. Usually what they do with the pay tanks, the cash shop tanks, is they give them buffs or power-ups in some areas and then debuffs in others. So you don't just buy power, you buy trade-offs. It's basically how the game is funded. People like myself who buy premium tanks help fund the game for people who don't want to buy premium tanks. Now, if you want to buy premium tanks in subscription time, you earn credits and experience faster, but you absolutely don't have to, so don't think you do. If you want to be competitive, you can. The top level tanks in this game, the tier 10 tanks, all have to be earned with credits and experience in the game. The top level tanks that you can buy are tier 8 tanks. So your 2 tiers below the max level of the game is the max. That's the cutoff for the premium tanks. So it's definitely not pay to win. A lot of fun. If you like tanks, if you like World War I and World War II, there are so many cool tanks to play in here. Everything from the Sherman to the Tiger to very obscure tanks such as the Tog 2, which is Jingle's favorite tank, which really was a terrible tank in real life, but you know, he loves it for some reason because I guess it's British and he's British. Speaking of Jingles, if you don't watch the mighty Jingles, he has a great channel and he does lots of World of Tanks and World of Warships videos. I watch him regularly, and if you like this game, you should be watching him as well. So a quick shout out to the mighty Jingles, who I'm sure is not watching this video, but if he was, I would be pleasantly surprised and shocked out of my absolute mind. But anyway, he's cool, and so is World of Tanks. Now, we're over 100 frames per second at the moment. Now, it drops down a bit when you zoom in and when you're looking at bushes. There we are, we're back to 100. This plays absolutely perfectly. What more do you want? We averaged 92 frames per second during that match with a minimum of 62 and a max of 117. Perfect performance. It doesn't get any better than this. If you are playing on a 60 Hz monitor, which most people are, and you turn VSync on, you will have a steady, consistent 60 frames per second that will never budge 1 inch off of that number. Absolute perfection. Like this video if you like it. Don't if you don't. Remember to subscribe to my channel with the big huge red button directly below this video. Questions and comments in the comment section, and as always, check out my video description below. Links to download World of Tanks, links to Amazon.com where I bought this desktop, and so should you if you want a killer deal of a machine for $400. Options to buy graphics cards and RAM are down there as well as my full playlist of videos on this computer, including the upgrades that I have done on it. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.